This is a historic snub caught on cam, that too on official feed of the White House. Iran was there, met Pakistan and Qatar, but simply refused to even acknowledge US Vice President JD Vance, Jared Kushner, and Steve Witkoff. Here is the full video explaining how things unfolded in an embarrassing way for the US. Watch closely as the summit begins in Switzerland. Vice President JD Vance enters the room projecting absolute confidence. He initiates the classic diplomatic double-touch handshake with Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and the Qatari mediators. At this stage, the US delegation believes this is going to be a standard, high-stakes negotiation. But notice the choreography of the room. As the camera pans, look at the far side of the table under the Iranian flag. The Iranian delegation, led by Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, has already made a swift, brief appearance. They deliberately steer clear of the American side. While the US team assumes everyone is just getting settled, the Iranians are actively completing their rounds with Pakistan and Qatar, completely bypassing Vance, Kushner, and Witkoff. There are no handshakes for the Americans, no diplomatic smiles, just a cold shoulder in full view of the cameras. Now, look at the US inner circle. Jared Kushner adjusts his earpiece, and Vance's demeanor starts to shift. The initial warmth is gone. They are huddled tightly, leaning in, whispering. The atmosphere in the room is visibly tightening. The US team is looking around, realizing that the Iranian chairs remain empty. Araghchi and his team have already walked out of the room, refusing to share a single frame or a single second of footage with the United States. With the Iranians gone, the organizers frantically pivot to save the event. They line up for the official quadrilateral photo op, which has now effectively become a trilateral lineup. Vance steps up to the center. He stands tall, squares his shoulders, and forces a polite political smile for the press pool. He is trying to project control and stability, but the tension is palpable. The joint statement is about to be read, but the elephant in the room is glaringly obvious. And here is the exact moment the mask slips. Vance leans down and asks the Pakistani Prime Minister a direct question. Where is Iran? Watch Prime Minister Sharif lean in and whisper the brutal truth. The Iranians have snubbed you and left the building. Look at Vance's face instantly change. The smile vanishes. His lips press into a tight line. His jaw clenches with visible frustration. And he fixes a cold, stony glare straight into the camera lens. A single, rigid nod acknowledges the strategic defeat. A historic diplomatic slight, captured forever on the White House's own feed.